Someone in the comments was going off about how dare I...
Someone was mad at you? Why? You're so damn funny. I mean, not on purpose. Hashtag unintentional comedy is unintentional. But seriously, even the egregious nonsense you say is still nonsense. So getting mad at you, well, it's like getting angry at that one family member. You know who. They just can't help but share their opinions that they obviously got from other people that are just way too screwed up to take seriously. You simply nod and smile and then chat shit about them when they leave early because it's way past their 7 p.m. bedtime. Kids are so stupid. Wait, what did you think I meant?
Say that zebras are painted that way.
What? No, I don't believe you. Not that you don't think that, I absolutely think you think that, but that anyone actually got mad at you for it. I think you confused uncontrollable laughter and claims of urination, aka pissing themselves, with someone being mad. No, no one is mad at you for saying something that ridiculous. And if they are really just the most nonsensical person, more so than even you are, in my opinion. Don't get angry when someone says something insane. Get smartassy, it's way more fun.
So naturally, I'm gonna do a video on zebras today.
Naturally. I mean, of course you have to. Shit, maybe that's a way we can achieve the infinite content glitch. Everyone goes and watch Hans Ritterkerkerkerker's Wormhat's videos. You find something petty and stupid that he said and pretend that you actually care about it, and he will make a video elaborating on it. Because it's not the offhand comments that make him funny, it's when he tries to justify them.
This is a hard one.
I'll tell you what else is a hard one. It's my pasta. But that's only because I haven't actually cooked it yet. It reminds me of al dente, the name I gave my cock. If you get that joke, congratulations, you're a food nerd.
Because it's something that's really ingrained into the world.
Right, so painted zebras are ingrained in the world. I don't know about that, because I'm pretty sure what's ingrained in the world is that thinking that zebras being painted is a fucking joke, and anyone who thinks it isn't only makes the joke way fucking funnier.
You know, people are born and Z is for zebra, Z is for zebra gets told to you like a million times.
I don't know about that. I was always told that Z is for zebra a zillion times. Get it? Because, you don't get it. Anyway, not really, and I don't even mean in the hyperbole way. I was told Z was for zombie, because I needed to be prepared for the apocalypse. Luckily for Hans, when it does happen, he's going to be perfectly safe, you know, because they only eat brains. And much like most animals, Hans just doesn't exist.
Before you're old, and that's how a lot of their brainwashing goes.
You think that people are brainwashed with the Z is for zebra type thing. So, like, apples are fake? Because why would they just waste any of the letters on things that actually exist? What else must be fake? I mean, oh look, there's houses. That's actually one of Hans's. And magic, well, that actually is fake, so, you know. And then there's video. No, wait. God damn it, not again. Doesn't even make sense. I'm still here. Let me just go bribe my ISP again.
Same thing with the outer space. Why is outer space and dinosaurs and zebras...
Why is outer space dinosaurs and zebras? That's the kind of question that I would ask as a fucking joke. Like, who am the sun and why be the sky? God damn it, man. Why do you have to be a parody of yourself all the time? Because I wish the dumb conspiracy that Hans Wormhat is fake. He actually and Poe were real. But look at his channel. The guy is not doing this for jokes, my dudes, and barely for attention. It's not like he's getting mega fame off of this. He just believes this shit. Because he's a damned moron. Some people are actually this stupid. Please do get over it.
These days, sloths, you gotta ask yourself, why are sloths so heavily part of children stuff? Same with koalas.
I gotta ask myself why an unusual and arguably cute set of animals that are usually kind of famous are things that people use to pull in children to their shitty cartoons. Because that's the thing. Han thinks that the kids are at the cartoon already, and then boom, I don't know, pandas. And then kids believe in pandas. But that's like the opposite of how this shit works. Kids come to the thing because it has some animal that they're into most of the time. I mean, there's some back and forth with kids learning about one animal from one show and then going over to another because it's got the cute thing that they just learned about in it. But it's really not that complex, mate.
Are heavily pushed on children. for a reason.
Look, dude, marketing is marketing, and youngins have the good old pester power. So yeah, things kids like are things kids like. But just because kids like them doesn't mean they aren't real. That's not how we determine reality, and thank non-existo for that, because I really don't want to lose my precious chicken nuggies. What else am I supposed to use my dipping whiskey for? Drinking? Like some sort of savage?
It's easier to deceive people from a young age, and just they never grow out of the lie. They've just been told Z is for zebra a million times, and
while in a sense that's kind of true, it also doesn't account for the fact that people absolutely stop believing things that aren't true after a certain amount of time, especially stuff that is so obviously not true and doesn't have full-on international institutions behind actively trying to make as many people as possible believe the thing. That's why Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, the Tooth Goblin, all these things kids grow out of believing in pretty quickly, as opposed to various religious beliefs that will, let's just say, at least most, if not all of them, have to be false, and yet millions of adults believe in all sorts of wacky crap. But there's no institution desperately trying to make sure everyone believes in the mythical zebra. Almost like they are just real things, you fucking dumbass.
they're gaslit by the world.
Oh, I'm kind of sick of people having learned the word gaslighting, because now dipshits use it to mean someone disagrees with me. Motherfucker, having a difference of opinion doesn't automatically mean you are being gaslit. Sometimes it just means you're fucking wrong. In your case, it always means you're wrong, because I know that if you believe something, the opposite must almost certainly be true. Gaslighting is when someone deliberately tries to make you sound like you are going crazy. No one has to do that shit to make you sound crazy.
Even though I remember noticing the faded stripes growing up and thinking it was odd.
A, I doubt you remember freaking anything, dude. And B, animals, you know they get old, right? You know that's wholly different from being painted and fading. I mean, an animal being painted wouldn't just fade, it would go away after some amount of time. But the fading is more like people hair, how it goes grey. Things just lose their luster over time. And the real suspicious thing wouldn't be that it faded, it would be that after fading, it suddenly went back to looking like they had a brand new coat of paint. Cause ain't nobody making sure that shit was 100% consistent all the time. It would be way too much work. In fact, let's not paint them at all and just get those stripy boys we found and call them zebras. That'll trick them, I guess.
But it's like nobody's out there saying, hey, zebras are really painted that way, except for as a joke, as they do.
They, well, you gotta look out for the they, them, their. Those guys are always out to get you, ambiguously. And yeah, like I said, it's a joke, because they aren't. There's no need to. They just come that way. Like how no one needed to put this whiskey glass in my hand. It just appeared there. And then the contents disappears just as fast. I think it might be ghosts.
Because it is a big joke. All the time you'll hear jokes about zebras being painted that way in the media.
All the time? All the time? I can't remember the last time I heard that particular joke. I mean, the closest thing that comes to mind isn't even actually a zebras being painted joke. It's that one from The Simpsons where they paint horses to look like cows because cows don't look like cows on film. And if they want a horse, they just tape a bunch of cats together. And wouldn't you know, one of your idiot audience member remembers it wrong. Not an example, a completely different joke with a completely different punchline. Although in the case of actual zebras, the punchline is you and your audience.
And so it's just a good example of one of those Santa Claus things that people don't grow out of.
One of those Santa Claus things that people don't grow out of. So entirely not a Santa Claus thing. That's just not a thing anyway, aside from the piss poor analogy. People grow out of the not true things they are taught as children. You know, aside from the obvious ones again. Everything else is just things you have decided are fake because too much internet is a hell of a drug. Seriously, who thought it was a good idea to give all the village idiots a group chat?
And it shows you The Matrix.
The Matrix, oh, goddamn. I love those films, even the bad ones, but goddamn does it drive me crazy that it's become this catch-all term for, I believe something stupid, so it must be true because a movie exists.
It shows you how these people get off on this power trip of getting people to believe in fake things.
You say that a lot, but show me one person actually doing this. Show me the person or persons who are showing the fake stuff and getting their jollies out of it. You won't, not because they am secret guys, but because they don't fucking exist. We know they don't exist because you think they do. And like I said, anything you believe is almost guaranteed to be completely false. I mean, he once said that squirrels were actually real, so now I've been keeping an eye on them. The sneaky little bastards. What exactly are they planning?
And zebras are, I mean, it's a real creature, but
there's nothing quite like X reasonable thing to say followed by a but to mean I not only don't believe that, but I also believe something that is both the opposite and probably kind of fucked up. Many of you know exactly what I mean, but for those of you that don't, that's just shattered your whole world. And if you still don't understand, let's just say if I said I'm not stupid but Hans Wormhat makes a good point, you'll know exactly what I mean now.
they're horses or asses that are painted that way.
Not gonna lie, when I started listening to this video, I knew what he meant. I knew where he was likely going with this. But there's nothing like an admission of, here's my stupid belief, laid out bare, that gets the old sick blood pumping. And of course, by blood, I mean whiskey, because ain't nobody got time for that shit. What's it even for?
It's a really old tradition.
A tradition so old, they have existed for millions of years. I mean, for fuck's sake, Hans, do you know why I know this whole painted horse thing is such utter nonsense? It's because horses and zebras aren't the same fucking thing. They are in fact different things, a different type of animal, that while they are in the same family level thing of equine, I think, they are as different from horses as horses are different from donkeys, and so on. And why you can breed the lot of them together, but they all result in different, and I understand it, generally infertile offspring, because they are similar enough to produce offspring, but it's ultimately futile, like trying to get Hans to understand anything. And yet, I soldier on.
If you read the Wikipedia article on the list of animals in the Bible and you go to ass...
Okay, let's just check that. And what the fuck? That's not an ass. That's an asshole. Get your facts right, Wikipedia. Christ.
It'll tell you. I'll show that later.
It'll tell us what? And why later? What the fuck is it showing us? Look, I normally do these things as a straight shot through the video, only cutting out things that are absolutely necessary, but I have to know. I just can't be left here with him just saying, hey, go bubble wiki, here show a zebra, or something I don't know. So I'm gonna go check ahead and I'll let you know.
I have a lot of slides, so I just want to fly through the slides today. I was looking for some... What's going on with zebra these days?
Alright, calm down, Jerry Seinfeld. Anyway, I found the thing in his videos, and it is that the most coveted donkeys were painted with stripes of various colours. I mean, as evidence goes, for anything, the Bible isn't exactly great. But your point is, zebras are big fake, and the one thing you have to show for it is that people painted their donkeys, and again, different animals. And frankly, the whole thing doesn't tell me what they did. Was, you know, the whole barcode style that we are used to, but could, in fact, be fucking anything. They could look like this for all we know. And I'm not gonna lie, that is a cool ass Anyway, yeah, let's continue where we left off.
Some zebras are being born without stripes. What's going on?
Right, so I actually read the article, not that you're gonna, and it's kind of a little bit clickbaity, because it's less that zebras are commonly being born stripeless and more that the patterns are becoming less stripe-like, with particular sections becoming almost garbled. And the reason is, of course, humans being worthless and fucking everything up. It's interesting and kind of not exactly unexpected, but it certainly has nothing to do with anyone painting fucking anything.
So this, I was actually looking for... I think this is something that they've memory hold, but I'm pretty sure that they used to say that zebras were not born with stripes and that they would come later.
Well, I can't say that I ever heard that. I assume anything you think is a memory hole or a Mandela effect or whatever the fuck you're calling you misremembering. Or perhaps you were told something by an idiot that wasn't true. But it's always been known, at least by the people who actually interact with the fucking things, that they are born with stripes, but that they aren't that striking black and white when they're foals. They are brown stripes, and then the black comes in later when they mature. So they go from this to this. Nothing about this has changed aside from the fact that, again, the stripes themselves are going a bit ski-whiff. Not because paint, though.
But now that they have CGI masking technology, but they don't even need that. This goes back to Wizard of Oz, okay? In Wizard of Oz, they take the horses and they painted them with Technicolor. So you literally can take artists and paint frame by frame if you really wanted to.
God damn it, man. You can go and see a fucking zebra. They are real and exist in reality. What the hell has CGI or the freaking Wizard of Oz got to do with goddamn anything? This is the problem. This has always been your problem. You simply refuse to engage with reality and then assume that anything that you've seen on like TV or films must be fake, and you wouldn't dare go to a sanctuary and, I don't know, watch a zebra being born in person. Not because you know you can't, but because you know if you do, that will shatter one of your little fairy tales that you have with your little mates. And if you break one of them, well, that means that they're all going to be at risk. And you can't have that, so instead of being honest with yourself and others, it's do anything to hold on to your lie, so you get to keep being one of the special people who know the truth TM, even though the truth TM is so obviously actually bollocks.
That's something that people think that you need, like high-tech computer stuff to deceive people, but actually
all you need is a YouTube channel, an audience of credulous morons, and a willingness to lie to both them and yourself. Good job.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the